Here's your 2023 NFC East chance right here. But don't start celebrating too early because the real season is just beginning. Dallas still stinks. Dun dun dun. 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 Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and welcome to the Victory Celebration Room, better known as my garage, where we come out to smoke a victory cigar every time the Philadelphia Eagles win, which is just about every week. Now, even though it's pouring rain and wind is blowing, we can't smoke inside the house, because if we do that, the wife will double moonwalk my ass. So we have to come out here and do it. Otherwise, you might find me in a puddle of my own blood and urine. And we can't have that. So we come out here to celebrate. And today, no. Today, we are not just celebrating a win. Okay? This isn't just a win. This isn't just celebrating the conclusion of the regular season. No, we are celebrating a 2023 NFC East title. Dun, dun, dun. Also, we are celebrating the number one seed in the NFC conference. Dun, dun, dun. And this season is just getting started. And I cannot wait to smoke this stogie and chill out and talk to you guys. Now, before I light this bad boy up, we have to make some dedications to those who deserve a victory cigar today, okay? And I was thinking long and hard, pause, about who it should be. And I gotta tell you, nothing is always easy. Nothing is always perfect. But tonight, I'm giving it to the whole team. The whole team earned it, okay? Not just because of this game. It's more than just this game. It's the whole season. You know, we had to go through a lot. We had to do a lot of winning to get to this point. So tonight, the whole team deserves a cigar. And without further ado, I'm just shut up and light this bad boy up. Well, It feels so good when it touches your lips. Pause. Okay. This may not have the sweetness of pizzle, but this cigar, pause, this cigar is pretty damn good. Now, you're probably wondering, what are you smoking, 500? What are you smoking, 500? Well, before the Eagles went on a 2-game losing streak, I was given a gift. I'm going to show it to you right now. And this was, it was a little work gift, nothing big. But somebody gave this to me, and this is what we're smoking. So this was the gift. Nothing big deal, I guess, I don't know. But this is what they gave me, handmade cigars from the Dominican Republic. And so far, it's pretty damn good. I like the length of this cigar. It's much longer and thicker than Pizzle cigar. Pause. You know what I mean. But, man, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So this is what we're smoking tonight. That is it. I like it. It's not bad. Now, what else isn't bad, I'll tell you. What else isn't bad is the Philadelphia Eagles, the number one seed in the NFC conference. If you would have told me at the beginning of the year the Eagles would be 14-3 and number one in the NFC conference, I can't say I would have thought you crazy, because if you look at my predictions, I had between 11 and 13 wins. I thought it was somewhere around there. I am surprised that they're the number one seed. I'm surprised they dominated the way they have pretty much all year. And today, after a couple weeks of losing, we closed the deal. We finished it. love it. Yo, pinky up when you drink, pinky up when you smoke your stogie. I love it. Now, obviously, everybody knows going into this game, the Eagles had lost 2 straight, and we're basically in a situation where it was either win or possibly lose the division and lose the number 1 seed in the conference. Now, that's important. That number 1 seed is important because you get a bye week with it. In the old days, a few years ago, the top 2 seeds got a bye week, but that's not how it worked. And because we lost to the Saints, and then we had lost that Christmas Eve game to Dallas, we were at risk to losing the division. Everything that we worked hard for, everything that we fought for, was at risk if we don't win that game, if we don't win today. And Jalen Hurts came back, and I can say this after watching that game. Jalen Hurts is not 100%. Jalen Hurts was playing through pain, and the Eagles did whatever they had to do, whatever they could, to not put Jalen Hurts in a situation to possibly get more hurt. You can't afford to lose him going into the playoffs. And that was the most evident early in the game. I think it was the first drive. I forget what the down and distance was. I believe it was a second down. Jalen, maybe like a 2nd and 7, 2nd and 10 maybe, I don't know. But Jalen Hurts runs, he's running, and he has, guys closing in on him, but nobody 5 yards away from him. He decides to slide. Now, he didn't get the first down slide. He slided 2 yards short of that first down. Right there, you knew Jalen Hurts was playing careful. He was going to have to do things a little different, and that's exactly what happened. And I think also because Jalen Hurts wasn't doing all the things he normally does, I think that's why you saw the offense struggle some, because there were times the Giants were blitzing, man. He could have taken off and gone and go. He didn't go. Some of the passes, a lot of quick outside passes. He didn't go long or deep that much, and I can't blame him. He did eventually, and a couple of the throws, it looked like he had a hurt shoulder. So they did what they had to do to protect him. Fortunately, one of the big things about this game is the New York Giants didn't play their starters. They played a 3rd-string quarterback. Okay? That was a big break for the Eagles. Davis Webb quarterbacking for the Giants. It made a big difference, of course. If the Giants played their regular team, would they have won this game? I'm still not going to say they would, but maybe, who knows? It would have been close. And then again, maybe the Eagles, maybe they know they're playing the Giants starters and they play differently too. So I don't know. But either way, doesn't matter. Either way, none of it matters now, because the Eagles won, and they are now the 2023 NFC East champs. I love that sound. And they are the number 1 seed in the NFC, and they have a bye week this week, getting healthy, which is most important. Yeah. I like this stogie. I like it. It's definitely good. But, I put this later down. This blowtorch. What am I talking about? But it was good. Now, I don't know. You see it's raining out here? It's been raining for like a month. I can't remember the last time I've seen the sun. It's been raining that much. It's all flooded all around here, different areas. Kind of crazy. But at least it's not pouring cats and dogs right now. That's a kind of a break for me. At least the ability I'll have to come out here and do my cigar video, Everybody took their lights down. I got my lights down. Everything's down. Now, I have a messy garage. I ain't even going to show you. I got so much work to do. I got to clean this whole thing out after Christmas. It's like that every year. I'll probably do it sometime this week. I don't know. We'll see. But we got a lot of football games this weekend, okay? So you got wild card weekend, right? You're going to have the 49ers play the Seattle Seahawks. Green Bay lost tonight to the Detroit Lions. It was kind of crazy. So Seattle's in. They're going to play the 49ers. I believe that game is on Saturday.
Then you also have in the NFC, you're going to have Minnesota play the Giants. I believe that game is on Sunday. I think the Giants could definitely win that game. I do. I think they can win that game. Then you're going to have Tampa Bay and Dallas. I think that after the Cowboys choked up and that was a choke job by the Dallas Cowboys, okay? That was a major choke job today because they needed to win that game and hope that the Eagles would lose to win the division. Now, if you want to tell me they play like crap because they knew the Giants weren't playing their starters, I don't believe it, okay? You have to be ready to go. They weren't ready. And now they got to go play Tom Brady, who they never met. I think that's a tough game. Oh, that's a Monday night game. You know we'll be streaming that. Matter of fact, I'm going to be streaming all these games, okay? So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting. I expect, my guess is that the Eagles will wind up playing either the Giants or the Cowboys or the Buccaneers. It'll be one of those three teams I really think when we play. I don't know, a couple weeks ago I would have said I think the Cowboys beat the Buccaneers, but Tom Brady, playoffs, you just don't know, Whew. Now, like I said in the Eagles game, I thought offensively they struggled. I do. I was expecting them to score more points. I was thinking, somewhere around 27-0 in the third quarter, you pull your starters. They never were able to pull their starters. And I think a lot of the frustrations with the offense today for some people, I think you have to realize that it's because Jalen Hurts was rusty. He hadn't played in a while. But they were also really trying to make sure they would limit the chance or risk of him getting hurt. So there are certain things that he normally would do that would open up the whole offense that he wasn't doing, okay? Especially on the blitz. There were some lanes, there were some times where he could have ran and would have ran and picked up huge yards. So I think that these things offensively with Jalen Hurts, I think they'll be sorted out by the time we play because I think he'll be doing a lot better. Also, they really limited Miles Sanders. I think Miles had 11 carries, okay? I think Miles, I know he's had some knee tweaking, a little bit of problem there, but by the time the Eagles come back, if Miles is good to go and Jalen is good to go and you open the whole playbook to both those guys and Miles' snaps aren't being limited, and then you get Lane Johnson back too, the Eagles should be able to rock and roll. I'm not really worried about the offense. I think they'll be okay. Defensively, I've had my issues with Jonathan Gannon. I say this all the time, and there's always the people that come in and tell me, Jonathan Gannon, he's really good. Look at all the sacks. Look at everything we've done. But the stuff that he does that drives me nuts. Is that UFO? You see that? That's not a UFO. It's blinking. UFOs don't blink. Sometimes they don't even have light. Sometimes it's just one solid light. You don't know. But I don't understand how you have a guy like Davis Webb, right, playing, I don't know how many snaps he's had in the NFL before that game. I don't understand how you just say, look, we're gonna play man to man. We're gonna press those receivers, and we're gonna bring heat. We're gonna blitz him from all over the place and confuse this guy. They didn't do it. It's like slowly, as the time went on and it got later in the game, he started to look like he almost felt more comfortable. So I just wish they'd be a little more aggressive. But when they are aggressive, they're scary. They're scary, especially that front and that line. So I think the Eagles are going to be good going to the playoffs. I really feel very, very good. I feel like if the Eagles got home field advantage throughout the playoffs, I said this, I think they go to the Super Bowl. I believe that. I believe they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Depending upon what the matchup is and how injured everybody is, we'll deal with that then. But I think they get out of the NFC. I really do. Oh, God, it tastes so good. It's been so long since I smoked a cigar. I was getting used to like once a week, once a month, a week, you know. Damn, I look like Denzel Washington. I really, really do. That ain't no bull. I do. I look like him. Which is probably why I'm the most censored, most throttled, pause, Eagles content creator in all the internet. You think I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm not. I'm dead serious. It's been proven facts. I got the proof. But maybe it's because I look like Denzel Washington. I know it happened. I just don't know why it happens. Well, I have some reasons why I think it may, but you don't want to hear that. What do you care? Although, hit that like button because it helps the algorithm. You know, we have to overwhelm the system. You know what I mean? You have to overwhelm it. Overwhelm it, you know? I'm telling you why I'm glad Christmas is over. I am. Because I got a little pissed off. I'm not going to lie. You know, leading up before Christmas, everybody was saying, there's going to be an eggnog shortage. There's going to be an eggnog shortage. There's going to be an eggnog shortage. So I bought 6 half gallons, like, right before Christmas. By the next week, going into New Year's, I wanted more eggnog. I went to the store. Nothing. I went to, like, 5-6 stores. Nothing. Nothing. I asked the people, where's the eggnog? We don't have none. Everybody's asking for some. Sorry. I'm like, that sucks. So I feel like I got gypped off, you know? I was good. I was trying to diet. I wasn't trying to drink too much. And then as soon as we get to the season, they don't have any more. The time I can drink it. So this year, I'm going on a diet. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to be svelte. I'm going to be thin. I'm going to have my gun show tickets. And you know what? I'm going to start drinking that mother humping stuff in October when it comes out early. I'm going to start even earlier to make up for this year. Shout out A.J.Brown and Devontae Smith. Both wide receivers broke franchise records. Both of them, okay? A.J. Brown, as many of you guys know, broke the Eagles wide receiver. It broke the franchise record for receiving yards, okay? So he broke the franchise, A.J. Brown broke the franchise record set by Mike Quick for receiving yards. Shout out to him. But many people don't know that A.J. Brown also broke a record, okay? I mean, no, I said A.J. Brown. I mean Devontae Smith. He, the little man, right, the little skinny man, he's a man. He's a man. He's a skinny man, but he's a man. All right? But Devontae Smith broke a record for the Eagles franchise. He broke the wide receiver reception record Irving Fryer had at 88. He tied it last week. He broke it today at 7 catches, so he finishes the year, I think, with 95 receptions. So Devontae Smith, 95 reception year. That's your wide receiver number 2, man. That's your wide receiver number 2. What a duo A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith is. And, of course, we broke the franchise record in sacks this year. We broke Reggie White, Clyde Simmons, Jerome Brown, that record, which to me I still think is the most dominating defensive line I've ever seen in my life, not just in the Eagles franchise, but in the history that as long as I've been watching football. I think that defensive line is the most dominating I've ever seen. I need a drink. Pinky up, baby. Pinky up when you drink. I am going to enjoy next week so much. You know, I mean, a lot of people are like, I can't wait for the Eagles to play. I can't wait for the Eagles to play. I can't wait either. But I'm really going to enjoy this whole process. Like, the one thing I can say, especially watching the Eagles win the Super Bowl in 2017, enjoy the whole process because it goes so quick. It goes so quick, and the next thing you know, it's like 5 years. It was 5 years ago when your Eagles won Super Bowl, or if you're Dallas, it was like 30-something years. You know, it goes quick. Enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the whole playoffs. I'm going to enjoy next week sitting back, watching these teams fight and battle while our Eagles are getting healthy. I think it's a huge advantage. It doesn't always work, and it doesn't guarantee you shit. But I like it. So the bye week is important. It's going to be an interesting week. I think in the NFC, I think the Niners beat Seattle pretty easy. I think the Giants upset Minnesota, and then I'm gonna have to say, I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are gonna beat Dallas. It's very close. I'm back and forth in there because one part of me says, well, Dallas, man, they played so bad today, so bad that they're probably going to rebound now and beat Tampa Bay, a team that, for all intents and purposes, Dallas should be beating. Dallas is better than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm sorry, they are. They're a better team. They should beat them. That doesn't mean they will. Dallas is a choker in January, and Sam Howell. How come Dak Prescott can't beat Sam Howell? How many pick sixes is this guy going to throw? It's crazy. It's crazy. That Tampa Dallas game Monday night. I knew that was going to be a Monday Night Football. I knew it. So people ask me all the time, they say, man, what do you do when you're done doing these videos? Like on Sundays you stream football games, and then you're doing the post game with Joey, and then you're doing these, and you're up late. It's like your video comes out, it's like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. What do you do when you're done? I'm like, when I'm done these, I can't sleep. Yo. I'll get done, edit, post, and I'll be sitting there shaking my leg, just sitting down. I'm like, I can't sleep. I have to come down 4 or 5 notches because I get so amped up for the game. I get so amped up Saturday night for football that it's all day long. It's like a slow burn, and then it's okay, everything's done. It's quiet, settled. Now what are you gonna do? It's I need to chill out, and that's when I watch Tulsa. I've been watching Tulsa King right now. I like that show. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't think it's super realistic in terms of mafia stuff, but just for a show, for entertainment perspective, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I finished the last episode last night because I didn't want to wait for the finale, but now I'm going back and I'm rewatching the whole first season. If you haven't watched it, I think you'd probably like it. If you like mafia stuff, my wife won't watch any mafia stuff. She don't want to watch mafia stuff. She don't want to watch scary stuff. There's things that she don't want to watch shoot up stuff. Stuff I like. So those kind of things I watch. I watch by myself, or late at night. I'll put my headphones on and watch. On the big TV in the bedroom, whatever. And if I have eggnog, I drink it, but I never have it. Mother humpers. Don't be worried. Don't be over worried about where the Eagles are right now, about the struggling versus the Giants, the backups. People are going to make a big deal of this. I promise you, it's going to happen. People are going to make a huge deal of it. But let it go. Don't worry about it because it's a new season. If you remember in 2017, when the Eagles won Super Bowl, they had Foles. The game to clinch home field throughout the playoffs and stuff was against the Raiders. Raiders stunk. They stunk. And we struggled, but we barely beat them, okay? It took to late in the fourth quarter to beat them. I think it was a Derek Barnett play that actually won us that game. We get our bye week, we come out, we struggle against Atlanta. We're trying to find our way in that Atlanta game with Foles and stuff. But against the Vikings, we go out and we light them up. We go out in the Super Bowl, we just throw all over the Patriots, and we win. So my point to you is this. This is a new season. It's a new season, okay? Where everybody's 0-0. And just because you struggled in the last game doesn't mean you're going to struggle in the playoffs. It's a new season now, okay? The important thing is those that get to the Super Bowl, those that win it, for the most part, it's who can stay relatively healthy to whatever degree that they can, and those who have depth because nobody's going to be healthy, and you're going to have to play your backups at position. I don't care what team you are; everybody's banged up. So, what kind of depth do you have? And those are the things that win Super Bowls. Okay, we know it better than anybody because that's what we went through. So, this is a new season now, and having the rest week and having 2 playoff games at home are huge. See, I look at it like this. Let's say you play in the NFC Championship game, the 49ers, right? Well, maybe they're a bad example, but I think my point was NFC East football, okay? Cold outdoor stadiums in January, I always think are a huge advantage to teams that don't play in that kind of weather or play inside. I would say the 49ers on the West Coast come out there, but you know what? 49ers are a different breed because they went into Green Bay last year and it was cold and they beat them. They're a physical team. They're a tough team. I think that if you're asking me, I don't know where you are, but if you're asking me, hey, yo, Philly, who in the NFC conference do you think worries you the most? I would say the 49ers. I think the 49ers would have the best chance out of everybody else in the conference to beat us. Now, Brock Purdy may screw that whole thing up, okay? But at the same time, if he's a game manager and they let their defense play and they run the ball, it could be them. It could be them. But they scare me more than anybody else. And when I say scared, I don't mean I'm scared. Like, I think we beat them. I'm just saying, if I have to say who I think the toughest challenge would be in the conference, I think it's the Niners. And I think the chances of the Eagles-Niners playing are really, really likely. Really likely. Unless this goes down. Unless this goes on. Here's the way that I think the Eagles meet the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. Okay? And it would have to go down like this. I don't think it would happen, but it would have to. The Vikings lose to the Giants. The Cowboys beat the Buccaneers. The Cowboys beat the Buccaneers, and then the Cowboys go to San Fran, and the Giants play the Eagles. Now, that would be a tough game. That would be a thriller game. The Eagles beat the Giants, and the Cowboys, let's say they would have to beat the 49ers. Then you would get an Eagles-Cowboys championship game. That would be crazy. I don't know if it's likely. I just don't know. Because I think Dallas, the way they look today, it just looks like it's Cowboys choke season, yo. Man, my wife. Okay, I'm going to Outer Banks with a UFO. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? That thing just disappeared. Is that? My guess is behind a cloud. Yeah, it's behind a cloud. I thought it was something good. Damn it. That's a plane. It's blinking. But my wife, we're going to the Outer Banks this summer, right? I'm going to the Outer Banks. And my wife was like, I really want a drone. I'm like, you want a drone? I'm like, what are you going to do? Like kill me when I'm, drinking Mountain Dews at the store and I tell you I'm on a diet? What are you going to do? Why do you want a drone? She's like, I want to fly it around the beach and all this stuff. So I got her a drone, right? I got her a drone. I haven't used it yet or anything like that. But it looks cool, man. Like, the thing's supposed to be able to go, pretty far and stuff. You can fly. I can't wait to use it. I'm going to use it. Watch. I bet you I'll learn how to fly better than her. She won't fly. She'll just go, oh, you do it. But she wanted it. You know? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? But, I would probably frustrate her. She's, playing. She'll play it. She'll get, the remote. She'll be like, this way, that way. Oh, let me go this way. Let me go that way. She's one of those joystick people. You ever see people play games and like this? When you have to push the thing left, their whole body goes left. Right? She'll be like that. I'll be like, give me that. Give me that. It'll happen, I bet you. My brother, his pants used to fall down during video games. I don't understand. We'd be playing video games. We'd play like hockey. We're playing, and he'd be like, pause it. He'd pause the game. I'm like, what are you doing? And he'd go, Hey, pull up both sides, man. Okay, let's go. It's like 30 seconds later, pause. Pull his pants up. Why are your pants falling down? You're sitting down. Never understood it. Never understood. But I can't wait to use that drone. I want to use it to possibly do some, like, videos for this. I was thinking, what if I could get a drone to record a cigar video, and I'll, like, walk around and it just follows me? Because the thing's supposed to have a thing where it tracks you, like it'll walk around with you and know where you're at. So, I don't know. It's starting to rain like a mother humper here. Anyways, all that's in the future. We got business to take care of. We got the playoffs, baby. Playoffs. I am proud of this team. I am. I love this team. This is one of my favorite teams of all time, okay? One of my favorite Eagles teams because I just like the player. I like a lot of the players that are on this team, you know. I love Devontae Smith. I mean, Devontae Smith is my favorite player in the whole league. Out of everybody in the league, he's my number one player, okay? I love A.J.Brown. I love Jalen Hurts. I love guys like Jason Kelsey, Jordan Mailata, Bradbury, Slay is hilarious. I like all these guys have great personalities. Just a great team. I like the coach. Sometimes he gets on my nerves with some of his play calls, but I still think he's a good coach, and I think he deserves a couple cannolis, you know what I'm saying? It looks like the Texans just fired their coach, Lovie Smith, so it looks like I'm betting Jonathan Gannon will be the next Houston Texans head coach. We will see. We definitely could have a new offensive defensive coordinator, but all that's in the that's for later. Right now, we have to go out and we have to win. We have to win. But this week, we sit back, we smoke some cigars, we enjoy ourselves. Hell, I'll be streaming every game. I might even smoke a cigar while streaming. And if the Cowboys lose, we're definitely smoking a victory celebration cigar. Because I know a lot of you guys are out there loving. I would love to beat Dallas in the playoffs. I would love to beat Dallas in the playoffs. Hey, I would love to beat Dallas in the playoffs too. But I ain't rooting for them against Tampa. I can tell you that. Let them go down always the most tragic, most choke way possible. And if they lose to the Buccaneers, to me, it's a choke job. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat, remember. It's how we vision. We're all just living in it. You know, I love being the 2023 NFC East champions. I love winning the division. I think it's a great thing. But I also have a rule. And it's been a long time since 2017. And people probably haven't heard this rule, right? You see that light? Yo, what's that? Is that a UFO? No, it's blinking. Hey, mother humper's blinking. It's a plane. But anyways, I have a rule, okay? And I used to say this in 2017, haven't really said it since, but I don't buy NFC championship gear. I don't buy conference gear, conference championship gear. The only gear that I will buy is Super Bowl champions. If the Eagles don't win a Super Bowl championship, I am not getting a 2023 NFC East division title shirt or a pen or anything like that, and I'm definitely not getting a conference championship shirt. Only Super Bowl champions. There's a Washington. Out.